desperately looking for one of these. Believe it or not. Far out. See, old stock is good stock. Oh, now we're recording.
We didn't record anything, did we?
No, we didn't, and it was really clever too. We'll never be able to rebuild. Not now.
Wow. Hey there, everybody. There was a killer intro there. It had music, it had dancing, it had some funny stories. I would say we were a good 2.5 minutes in at least.
And I realized I was not recording.
And then Cameron reached up and hit record. So, hey there. Long time no see.
Yes, everybody,
We're going to hear that truck significantly on the episode.
I hope so. Otherwise, that guy paid for that huge, blown-out diesel truck for nothing. If we're not impressed, does that tree actually make a sound? I don't even know what I'm talking about. We're on our way out to the western part of our area. Just prior to the hills, there's a little farm town, and they have what is called, Annie, a Walmart.
I've heard of Waldrop.
Okay, so anyway, we're going to this Walmart because a damn near a partner in the show now.
Can I ask a question?
Huh?
Can you all comment? Isn't my pumpkin and kitty shirt cute?
It is. I've already told her that.
I just comment below. Is my shirt cute?
You are like
Let me know.
shiny
I
object.
normally don't wear things like this, so tell me more or no.
This is my life.
Okay, where are we? We're going
to get the wrestler for little shit stick.
to get the wrestler for little shit stick. That's the best. Cameron, you know how hardy our marriage would be if you could get to everything that fast? If you could, chop out.
This is an Eddie
I love
Guerrero.
that cut
This
to
is
the
an Eddie
chase.
Guerrero. This is something that disappears a lot faster than any
wait
of the
a minute.
jobs you've got for me.
Can we say it's not just a Eddie Guerrero, because you bought an Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, it's
you bought the wrong Eddie Guerrero.
So it's the elite version.
It's the right Eddie Guerrero.
The correct Eddie
According
Guerrero.
to, as you called him, shit stick.
Little shit stick.
Little shit. You are the big shit stick.
I am. Anyway, I'll turn this camera back on because I'm getting
What
tired
is
of all
the
of you.
wait? What's the history of shit stick?
People didn't wipe with paper once upon a time. They would just pick up a stick. And that's where the phrase, getting the shitty end of the stick, comes from.
I thought it was shitty end of the deal. I didn't know you
Well,
got shitty end
the
of the
shitty
stick.
end of the stick is the original expression.
So you cornholed with a stick?
Yeah, well, lots of people used corn cob too. Think about it. If you strip the corn kernels out of the cob, there are little pockets. So you just take that and you wipe it twixt your buttocks.
Oh, you're swiping the stick along your flesh?
Yeah.
No.
It's the shitty end of the stick. You use a stick to
Why
clear
would you
the
not
droppings out of your
use
ass
leaves?
hair.
Leaves were always
Why are
around.
we talking about this?
Leaves always existed.
No,
Why
not
did
in
they
the desert.
What are you going to use? A cactus?
No, you're going to use a stick.
Where are you going to find a stick in the desert?
Sagebrush.
A Joshua tree? Come on.
Okay. Oh, my back is broken. So, tell me where it was. Let's see. Batista, the rock. No. Belt Batista rock. The rock, the Batista. Where it was supposed to be. Ow. Oh. Alright. Oh. Damn. Foil again. No. Easy with. Oh, home is where you hang your hat, monkey boy. Looks like Dookie. Looks like Dookie pepper.
Feel how heavy it is. Like it's.
Substantial.
We were paying by the pound instead. Oh, this! Look at it! Look at this!
That's
is cute.
a lie.
This is cute. We're not even teacup collectors, but look at the bunny on the plate, and then on the cup.
Yes. Thanks for learning. Buy it and smash it. In that order, of course. Hey, babe. Live the life you love. Live the life you live, laugh, and love in home. Just love. Eat like Joey, dress like Rachel. Oh my God.
I got you to read a friend's thing.
That's a creepy ass thing. Once again, old stock pays off. Boom. It's not terribly old. I mean, there's some semi-newer stuff, but the one I was actually looking for was this. And it's, you know, this is from last year. See? It was new back then. And I don't think there's really anything else I'm looking for right now, so move it along. Fairly recent, not too terribly old. Love that alarm. Squashmallow shopping. That's cool.
She's cute, right?
Yeah.
Let's go find tostada shells.
Yes, indeed. work shoes.
It's fine.
They're Crocs.
Look, no. I know.
Tis the season.
Heading over to Matthews, gonna check out a bunch of toys, vintage, new, whatever, and hopefully you guys will enjoy this video. I'm gonna eat some Excedrin, like half a bottle. No, don't do that. I'm gonna have 2 Excedrins and hope that it helps. It's time to listen to some synthwave.
All right. I feel like I better close the door before this starts. Maybe to let my dogs in. Shit. Alright, now there's only one asshole dog barking. And I don't own it. My neighbor does. So, fuck that dog. Alright. I had a couple things I'm going to talk about. And if you don't like it, that's tough shit. First thing I'd like to talk about is Joker 2. Or Joker Folie les Deux, or Les Deux à Folie. A lot of people are going to walk out of that movie after this weekend, and they're going to fucking be really mad. And I use the F word in there intentionally, okay? I know I didn't have to, but I did for a reason. And if you've seen the movie, no matter how you feel about it, you know where I'm coming from. Okay? If you see Joker 2, please tell me what you think in the comments below. I thought that it was brilliant, stem to stern, top to bottom, absolute chef's kiss, and I hate that expression. So, it was, I thought, probably one of the best films of the year. And I think that most of it will go right over people's heads. And that's okay. That's okay. But I'm interested to see how people feel about it. I went to see it with my wife on Thursday night. We saw it the night before release night. And we went, we were there with probably 2 or 3 other couples of people in the room, and not a lot of folks. And we sat there spellbound. My wife said later on, she was like, I was wondering, like how you were sort of taking it all in and how you felt about it. And I said I thought it was brilliant when we walked out of the theater. Now, the more I thought about it, the more I liked it. And when I finally did see a rundown of it on YouTube, another reviewer who caught it all the same way I did, I was like, okay, I'm not crazy. This is in fact what was going on with the film. This is what I saw. And this is why I admire it so much. And I cannot wait to own a copy of it. To go back and watch it over. It's brilliant. So there's my review of Joker 2. I think that you should go see it in the theater and should tell me down in the comments below what you thought. Okay? The next thing I wanted to talk about was some die-cast real quick. In the lieu of all of the hunting videos that people have put out lately and videos decrying the sport of peg hunting anymore because the others were using the telephone to hunt ahead of time at various different stores. I began to lose my interest and faith in Hot Wheels just in time to actually come across a few things that I kind of like. And so earlier this year, I picked up, because I'm really into F1 racing this year, I picked up one of these it's called an HW4 track. Okay. It's sort of a Formula style. Okay. And then I realized that they had been making this for a little while, and that in the newest cases that have come out around here, which happen to be N, I guess, H and N is what I've seen lately, H and N. I really like this color scheme, and so I picked this up. And again, this is one of those, for Hot Wheels 4 track. It's so imaginatively named, but I really do like the design because it reminds me of Formula cars and F1 cars from back in the 80s, maybe 90s. And I found this one, which may have been at the beginning of this video. I think this is where I went up to the Fred Meyer up north of me, and I was just kidding around looking for this in the morning, and I found it. That's, And then today I sent Naz a text that said, hey, I'm looking for the last one of these, the one where it was brand new for 2023, and it's the blue racing livery, the blue Hot Wheels racing livery. Again, same model car, right? So I now have all 4 of those styles, which is kind of cool. Okay, I have found myself a little bit of a niche of Hot Wheel that I'm going to hunt from now on, that most people are not going to go out there and break their necks to get. And that's fine. This is what I wanted to talk about with this really quickly, was reestablishing goals when it comes to collecting stuff. It seems like the high ticket items, whether it be a Hot Wheels Super Treasure Hunt, or it be the Eddie Guerrero Elite that just barely missed my grasp this morning. Hunting these highly sought items is a lot of fun to watch people do, but in real life and in truth, it can be one of the most aggravating and maddening things to try to do. It's really not as good a time as it sounds to run around these stores and get stymied every time. Or you're looking at stock from 2023. Now, I finally found a reason to look at stock from 2023. So I'm kind of adapting to my environment, if you will. Okay. I like having a goal. I like having something to look for. And it used to be that I would, look for stuff with my favorite drivers on them. Then I had to stop watching stock car racing because the association was just unpalatable. And that whole thing there leads me to my final topic here, which is that I nearly did something that I speak publicly of disliking, to the point of shelf flipping. We, out in New Jersey, Andre and I went shelf flipping, and one of the things that we were trying to tell these people at the local Target and Walmart and other places is that people are hiding merchandise in different parts of the store, and that becomes problematic for the store. It becomes problematic for the local economy when that stuff doesn't ring through after it has been rung into the building. And sometimes it can disappear for weeks, months, sometimes for good. if somebody just forgets or just leaves it there, doesn't ever go back for it, this stuff can be there for years. Rocco the Great has found stuff stuck to the floor. Andre and I have found things stuck to the floor. Nazar has found many things stuck to the floor. So we all talk about the fact that we don't like toy hiding and scalp life, okay? And the reason why I'm talking about this is because a sharp-eyed viewer found me an Eddie Guerrero Elite. Put a note in the comments that this Eddie Guerrero Elite that I was looking for Andre was out at a Walmart that's not too terribly far from me. And so I grabbed my wife today and I said, let's go out and go pick up this figure for Andre, because he does all these great things for me and he never asks for anything in return. So let me go get this thing, because he really does want it. And I confirmed with him even on the phone, you know, do you want me to go out and find this thing? He's like, yeah. So I went out there, and this whole time thinking, you know, that I'm doing the right thing, I'm doing the good thing. But as we get closer and closer to the store, I'm thinking over the fact that though it was done with the best of intentions, the absolute most angelic and innocent of intention by one of our viewing audience, a growing friend whom I have not yet met face to face. And I was going to, you know, pick up something that had been hidden from me the day before. And you know, and I had confirmed with Andre that this thing was something that he really wanted, and he told me why he wanted it. And he said, and incidentally, so many other people want this particular one because he just won a championship and all this other stuff. And, you know, he told me what these things are actually going for. And I'm going back there and I'm like, God, you know, and I know Andre's not scalping it. I'm not making any money on this. It's going to Andre as an end user and appreciator of Eddie Guerrero. But it's still that toy hiding thing. It's still the, if the other collector doesn't get it before you do kind of thing. And when we got to the Walmart and I began to walk through the toy aisles, there were so many kids everywhere, first of all, and you can kind of hear that and see that a little bit in my video, even though I try to keep kids off camera. There's all of this sort of, as I'm getting closer to it, I'm feeling regret. And thankfully, that figure was found by somebody else, and somebody else either purchased it or hid it somewhere else, but it didn't go to me today. We didn't get it. And I'm glad, because as I walk, and you can see me turning red in the face talking about this, it's really kind of, I felt like it was a little bit of a compromise of my principles and my character and everything that I kind of espouse publicly, engaging in that behavior. Now, that is not to say that a toy hunter stashing something for somebody for an hour to come get it is a bad thing. Okay, that's not bad. You're taking care of your friends. So if you do that locally with other friends, don't worry about my bullshit talking about this, okay? But I mean, I was glad ultimately that somebody else found that figure today. It's not coming out to you, Andre. I'm sorry, I only have the one Eddie Guerrero for you. It'll have to do for now until I can maybe find another one. And I would like to thank Joshua Moon very much for thinking of us. Not only myself, who is local, but also thinking of Andre, thinking of Nazar, thinking of anybody else that you are fans with or friends with on the internet. And on YouTube. You know, it's a good thing that you did, okay? But ultimately, it's not the behavior that I want to engage in. And so in the future, You know, maybe drop me a line and, you know, no, you know what? Leave whatever it is, wherever it is. Tell me if it's there and I'll go find it. And if it's gone like it was today, then karmically it was not to be. Okay? Even with the best of intentions. All right? And soapbox to the side. I'm done talking about that. The last thing I want to talk about is a little bit of diecast. My wife was working at one of the Fred Meyers up north of here, checking out their scales. That's what she does here in the state. She works for the Department of Agriculture, and she goes around and makes sure everybody's scales are proper and everybody's gas pumps are pumping properly so that you're not getting ripped off. I'm very proud of what my wife does. But anyway, she found the fall card. And I'm going to show you the car that's on here. But there were like 3 of them, five. There were 5 different cars. She said this was really kind of the coolest one. I do want to see a few of these others that are in this fall card, but this thing is really cool. And I just thought I would kind of pop this on. It's got that cow's skull all down the front of it, and a huge scoop, and it's sort of like the Dragula a little bit. It's a little bit like the Skellington car, probably. That's probably the same casting or something as they used for Jack Skellington. I don't know. But anyway, she brought that home for y'alls to see. So thank you very much, Annie, for being a part of the show today. And I think that's all I wanted to discuss today. Becoming very dry in the throat. So I'm going to get going here. But thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for coming out to the Monkey Shine Lab. I'm not wearing any pants. Why won't you subscribe? We've got a lot of milestones coming up very soon. We just, in fact, passed a really cool number in our numbers. Let me put it up here for you. Yep. There's that many of you out here watching. All right. I'll see you later. I feel sweaty. Gonna go jump in the shower. We'll get back on Fortnite. I could be sweaty there too. Bye, everybody.